where that it's like, all right, Bella's now a vampire. She's kind of describing her sharpened senses, the heightened, she's no longer clumsy. That's gone because she's a vampire. She's elegant. She's graceful. She glides, right? She can
She
jump.
has power now.
Yeah, she can jump out
She's
of
an
two-story
agent.
windows. The thing that they show is that she can jump out of two-story windows in high heels and land on like an uneven rock. And like that's like, whatever, grace of the vampire. I was like, okay, whatever, that works.
Yeah, whatever.
But then we have that hunt, right? That first hunt with Edward taking her to hunt deer because they're vegetarians, vampire vegetarians. Oh my god. Oh yeah, dude.
Vegetarians.
All right. And this is where I noticed it. I was going to say page 2425 ish. Because we get a couple chapters. She explains all this, and then it was 425. And we get this kind of like. They're on their first hunt. So Edward is taking Bella to hunt. He's teaching her the ropes, kind of thing. And she says at the top of page 425, second paragraph. It was a surprisingly sensual experience to observe Edward hunting. I was like, yeah? It was very sensual to watch your man kill this thing with his teeth. His smooth spring was like the sinuous strike of a snake. His hands were so sure, so strong, so completely inescapable. His full lips were perfect as they parted gracefully over his gleaming teeth. He was glorious. I felt a sudden jolt of both pride and desire. He was mine. Nothing could ever separate him from me now. I was too strong to be torn from his side. Anyway, she's getting turned on watching him kill animals.
Yeah.
And drink their blood. Vampire horniness.
Yeah, see, it's like, it's not exciting now that we know it's like it's a little fun, when we get the hot and heavy descriptions.
Right.
And she's like, his big, big hands. His big, vascular hands.
And just like everything else, it's kind of not enough. Like, I get the kind of... Yeah. And, there's some, okay, we want to talk about themes.
Because
there is some...
no depth. They're just, like, these weird martyr characters for each other. And, like, they don't have any personality beyond that. They're both different.
That's a good way to put it.
Like, that's all it is. Before it was like a weird, confusing, like, what are you? Like, what's this passionate thing we have? It's all really fucked up. I'm 100, you're 17. What about that? Yeah. And now all of that is gone. So it's just not enough. Because that was the only tension that ever existed in this book.
Yeah.
Well, in this series.
I guess that was chapter 21. Chapter 21 is the one I'm referring to. And that was the chapter, and I texted Sophie about this. Chapter 21 seems like the ending to me. Like, that is the end of the story. Like, they're hunting together, she's turned, Jacob is fine with it, the baby is born safe and healthy, she survives, she's now a vampire, everything she wanted. She and Edward are vampires together forever, and... the baby doesn't even kill humans. The baby isn't even like a reckless, oh my god, it might kill its mother and other humans and its grandfather, blah, blah, blah. Like, that never happens. That's all fine. Like, the story's over, right? Like, this is why the last section, I think, was so difficult for us to read. Like, the story's over here. Like, this is the ending. And we'll get to this, listeners, but then we have another 300 pages to end up where we are right now in chapter 21. Jacob being fine and okay with it, the baby being born and healthy, who doesn't kill anybody, is so fucking rational for a little kid that it's fine. And then Bella doesn't actually kill humans either. She can control herself better than any vampire that's ever existed. Whatever. Happily ever after. That's the end. It's right there. But because we have such an amateur writing kind of thing going on with this, like we extend this out for 350 more pages, and to end up in the exact same place. Nothing happens that changes the trajectory. Nothing gets in the way of their plans, and then everything just ends up where it already is in chapter 21. Page 420.
There's a whole plot line that doesn't. I mean, we've said this of so many plot lines in this series, but there's a whole plot line that just really doesn't matter, that they try to wrap up with the Volturi.
Shit, dude, at least the
because
Volturi,
I guess they have to be like, you know, the ultimate bad guys, even though they're not. Like, they are and they aren't. Like,
yeah, they're bad guys,
like,
but then also they're incredibly reasonable. If you just convince them, have a negotiation.
Basically, I mean, yeah, how much time do we really need to spend on these last 300 pages?